The feeling you can't quite explain during a lunar eclipse has a name. That heavy, exposed, overly emotional pull, like something you'd been holding together quietly, just cracked open in front of you, isn't random moodiness. It's a full moon amplified past the point of hiding, and it's designed to surface exactly the truth you've been managing instead of feeling. Here's what makes it disorienting. A regular full moon already brings things to a head. That's just what full moons do. A lunar eclipse pushes past that into something harder to control, pulling up emotions you thought you'd already processed, conversations you thought were closed, grief you thought you'd finished. It doesn't create the feeling. It removes your ability to keep managing around it. That's exactly why it can hit hardest with the situations you were proudest of having handled, the ones you'd quietly filed away as done. Left unrecognized, people treat the intensity as a personal failure, proof they're too sensitive, too reactive, not as healed as they thought, and either spiral in shame or numb out entirely to make it stop. Both responses bury the actual message the eclipse is surfacing, which means the same unresolved feeling just resurfaces again at the next one, no closer to being finished. Every lunar eclipse it dodges, it comes back a little heavier, a little harder to explain away as just a bad night. Comment the last time you felt something hit you out of nowhere and way harder than the situation seemed to warrant, and I'll tell you what it was probably actually about. The fix starts with treating the intensity as information, not malfunction. A lunar eclipse doesn't manufacture a feeling from nothing. It finds whatever's already sitting closest to the surface, unfinished, and turns the volume up until you can't pretend it's fine anymore. Once you stop fighting the wave and ask what it's actually about, it stops feeling like it's happening to you. Try naming the feeling out loud the moment it hits, before you judge it. Most of the time, the name that comes out first is the honest one. Then let it finish what it started instead of stuffing it back down once the intensity fades. Say the thing out loud. Write the letter you won't send. Name the relationship that's actually over even though nobody officially ended it. Lunar eclipses are built for release, not just disruption. The ones who feel lighter afterward are the ones who let the surfaced feeling complete instead of just writing it out and hoping the fog lifts on its own by morning. A man I'll call Dario thought he'd fully moved on from a friendship that faded out 2 years earlier, telling anyone who asked that it simply ran its course and he'd made peace with it. Then a lunar eclipse hit, and he found himself unexpectedly furious over a memory he hadn't thought about in months. Instead of dismissing it as random, he finally wrote out everything he'd never said, admitting he'd never actually forgiven the way it ended, just gone quiet about it. Dario didn't get the friendship back. He got to stop carrying the unfinished version of it, which had been quietly costing him energy in every relationship since without him noticing the connection. That's the entire shift, from being blindsided by an eclipse's intensity to recognizing it as the one-moment feelings you've been managing finally get permission to finish. If this just explained a wave of feeling you couldn't account for, like this video. Comment what surfaced for you, and I'll tell you what it's actually asking you to finish. This is Shadow Work, the series that names what's actually underneath a pattern, not just the surface trait everyone already knows. Subscribe if today's episode explains something a regular horoscope never could.